EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. We are just about set to get the festivities started, and off we go on this Christmas Eve. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Right to the air, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
McBride is the motion man.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Real.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down.
Hey, alert! God.
Throwing is Mayfield. For the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Past midfield to the 45. The speed on display. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On 2nd down, Baker. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
Ready, ready. Set. Ready.
Throwing now. Ritter on first down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Second and 7. They'll motion over Metcalf. On second down, Ritter. He'll get rid of it and complete it. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll motion over Metcalf. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. They'll motion over Metcalf. From the gun, it's Ritter. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Seahawks first down. They'll motion over Metcalf. On first down, it's Ritter. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Second down and 3. Here's Walker.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second and they get a fresh set of downs.
We are through one. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Once again, it's Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On play action, Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Cardinals are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll motion over Metcalf.
Go.
And a good run. He'll take it forward for 6 yards on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Ritter. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
from the shotgun. It's Ritter. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Ritter. He'll get this complete to Walker. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Seattle.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's go.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19, 18. Ready.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run it with Walker. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. As the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
King.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He runs with it. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we could see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On 1st down is Mayfield. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Run. Point it right. Attack!
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So we have reached halftime with these 2 teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here. The second half starts with a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Ritter. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As he's on to punt for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Benson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A gain of 16, good enough for a 1st down. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, You're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A give. Here's Benson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On third down, they go with Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Run.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Baker. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Whose kick is good. And the Cardinals are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! Ready?
Throwing is Ritter. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Now, Ritter to throw on set. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll send him over to the left. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. We'll try and run right on the option. Down the sideline, past the 40. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the 1st down before being forced out of bounds.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's caught. Trey Palmer.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. This one caught just past the pylon. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. So a big play coming here for the Cardinals, who will go for 2. They'll run with Benson. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Ritter. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Here comes 3rd and 6. Slot receiver headed right. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll motion over Metcalf. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Ready up.
3rd and long.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here's 1st and 10. Baker to throw. Catch made, right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Seahawks scoop it up. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Walker. There he goes, inside the 30. And he'll be taken down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3. but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
Ready, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go, here we go. Set, go.
Here's a designed run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point, up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. They'll come up now for second down. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. The final minute, first and 10. Mayfield to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Hey, alert 33. Run, run, run.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
No louder place than here in Seattle before third down. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And the Seahawks are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A handoff, running left, it is Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win